Bagger 293. This machine does not dig, it erases geography. The Bagger 293 is the largest land vehicle ever built by mass, and watching it move feels less like watching equipment and more like watching a slow-motion geological event. Built in Germany in 1995 for open-pit coal mining, it weighs 14,200 metric tons. The Eiffel Tower weighs less. It stretches 740 feet from end to end, which is longer than 2 football fields placed end to end. 5 people operate the entire machine. Turning it around takes 20 minutes. At its center is a rotating wheel 70 feet in diameter, studded with 18 buckets. Each bucket scoops 530 cubic feet of earth in a single bite. In one day, the Bagger 293 excavates enough material to fill 96 Olympic swimming pools. Its crawler tracks are so wide they look like city streets moving slowly across the landscape. Germany's mining operations using machines like this one relocated entire villages and rerouted actual rivers.
Big Bertha. Tunnel boring machines are among the most extraordinary objects ever built. Sealed steel cylinders that eat through solid earth, assembling their own tunnel walls behind them as they advance, never seeing daylight until they emerge on the other side. Bertha was built by Japan's Hitachi Zosen Corporation and measured 57.5 feet in diameter, making her the largest tunnel boring machine ever constructed at the time. She was assembled underground in Seattle in 2013 to bore a highway tunnel replacing an aging waterfront viaduct. The journey was less than 2 miles. Less than 1,000 feet in, Bertha struck a steel pipe left underground from a previous survey and overheated completely. She stopped. Crews had to dig a rescue pit 120 feet deep just to reach her cutting head for repairs. The delay cost years and hundreds of millions of dollars beyond the original budget. She finally completed the tunnel in 2017 and was then disassembled underground. Tunnel boring machines are almost never retrieved intact because there is no practical way to bring them back to the surface. The cutting head alone weighed over 2,000 tons. She was built to eat through mountains. She got stopped by a pipe someone forgot to remove. CAT 6090FS. One scoop from this machine fills an entire dump truck, not partially, completely. The Caterpillar 6090FS is one of the largest hydraulic excavators on Earth, weighing over 1,000 metric tons when fully configured. Its bucket holds between 52 and 70 cubic meters of material per cycle. It completes a full dig and swing cycle in under 30 seconds. Its annual productivity is measured in millions of tons of earth moved. Unlike older rope shovels that use cables and drums, hydraulic systems give the 6090FS precise control and faster cycle times. It operates in some of the harshest mining environments on the planet. Copper mines in Chile's Atacama Desert, iron ore operations in Australia's Pilbara region, coal mines across Wyoming's Powder River Basin, around the clock, in temperatures ranging from scorching heat to Arctic cold. Machines like this have fundamentally changed mining economics. Fewer machines, each moving vastly more material, requiring smaller crews. What once required dozens of machines now requires one scoop, one truck, 30 seconds, repeat forever. Big Bud 747. Every machine on this list hides inside a mine. This one works on a farm in Montana, built in 1977, 100,000 pounds, 14 feet tall, 8-foot tires, 1,100 horsepower, 1,000-gallon fuel tank, tills 24 rows simultaneously. After its original owners, it was forgotten in storage for years. 2 brothers found it, restored it, and it still farms today. The largest farm tractor ever built spent years abandoned in a field. Farmers fixed it. NASA Crawler. This machine moves rockets at 1 mile per hour and burns 150 gallons of diesel per mile. NASA built 2 and considers this perfectly acceptable. 2,700 metric tons unloaded. Each track link weighs 1 ton. The platform stays level within 1 degree because a Saturn V cannot tilt even slightly without structural risk. The 3.5-mile journey to the launch pad takes 5 hours. Built in the 1960s, still running today. NASA built a machine in 1960 to carry rockets at walking speed. Nothing better exists 60 years later. Shell Prelude LNG. Do not call it a ship. The largest aircraft carrier ever built displaces 100,000 metric tons. The Shell Prelude displaces 600,000, 6 times larger. It stretches 1,601 feet long and was permanently anchored off Australia in 2013 directly above an underwater gas field. It has never moved since. Gas gets pulled from the seafloor, piped up, cooled to minus 162 degrees Celsius until it becomes liquid, stored in massive tanks, then loaded onto tankers that pull alongside to collect it. Every single year, it produces 3.6 million tons of liquefied natural gas without ever docking at a single port. The entire structure slowly rotates around its anchor to face incoming cyclones head-on. It was engineered to survive them. It is not a ship. It is a floating industrial city with no destination and no intention of finding one. BelAZ 7570, one load, 450 metric tons. That is 150 mid-size cars riding simultaneously in a single truck bed going uphill out of a mine. 360 metric tons when empty. 13-foot tires, 4,600 horsepower. More than 4 Formula One cars combined. Cannot use any public road on Earth. The mine builds roads specifically sized around this truck before operations begin. The road cannot fit the truck, so the mine builds one that can. Liebherr R9800 Swiss watchmakers are famous for tiny precision. Liebherr applied that same philosophy to 810 metric tons. It works just as precisely, just considerably larger. Fills a 400-ton dump truck in 4 passes, 3,000 kilowatts of power. In mines where 1 hour of downtime costs more than most people earn in a year, reliability is the entire product. The operator's cab view feels less like construction and more like piloting an aircraft. Swiss precision, 810 tons. A copper mine. The philosophy never changes. Komatsu D575A. Before any mine operates, before any excavator scoops, someone must prepare the ground. That job belongs to a bulldozer. No bulldozer on Earth is larger than this one. 152 metric tons, 1,150 horsepower, blade 24 feet wide. It does not lift, does not carry. It only pushes, continuously, relentlessly. Must be disassembled into sections to transport anywhere. Has never once driven on a public road. One job. Push. Nothing on Earth does it harder or larger.